focus me on.
Focus. All right, well, I've been studying for my final exam this week, and I have to do really good on my final exam because I got a really lousy grade on one of my other things one of my other requirements was to do an oral presentation. Now, this is the funny part, because I'm used to talking in front of people. I don't have anything written down right now, and in this class that I'm taking, I had everything written down in front of me. I knew for weeks ahead of time I was supposed to be doing this, and I fucked up so bad. I was supposed to be reporting on giving a series of treatments to somebody, and a series of shiatsu treatments. If anyone here doesn't know that I'm studying shiatsu, well, now you do, and that's the kind of treatments I had to be giving somebody. So I'm reporting on it, and I didn't have my shit together, and I didn't try to pretend I had my shit together, and it looked like I didn't have my shit together, and I got a bad grade. She wrote down poor in the book, because I looked at my grade afterwards and it said poor, and so I have to do really well on my final exam, and one of the things that I've been writing here was a paper for a seminar that I took on professional ethics, and it was supposed to be my thoughts on this excerpt from a book by Carl Rogers about helping relationships. So I said, see, I kind of liked this. I wrote it to be serious for the class, but I liked it so much that I made a copy of it and passed in the copy, and I brought this here to read from here. A gray fuzzy area exists when I attempt to separate individual persons from all other people. This can make it difficult to experience personalities as autonomous entities. Input filters through each of these unique reality schemes, and you can't see this, but I have a diagram here of of person A and person B, and it's like they have the same shapes in their well, whatever. They have the same shapes, but all the shapes are in different colors. So when they fit together, like a math equation, they come out to different final products. But I don't know. I guess you'd have to be there to see this. Notice how both individuals receive the same basic information and have the same basic constitution as one another, yet their arrangements and attitudes contain slight variations. That's what the difference between the colors is. It gets more cryptic. Don't worry. It gets harder to understand from here. It results in slight variations. Final products that are, if I may be so bold as to use one of the most redundant expressions of all time, exactly the same but totally different. How can A be A and not A at the same time? 1,000 or 10, I beg your pardons, and if it appears I digress, if ever I seem to be on a particular subject at all, let alone the one this paper was intended to be about. I haven't been feeling particularly verbose as of late, this being one of the reasons I elected to include some cute and cryptic diagrams. By now it may look as if I'll never get around to explaining what any of this has to do with Carl Rogers' The Therapeutic Relationship. To quell that budding appearance, or lack of it one might say, this reality input filter system seems to be where I have the most problem connecting with people, particularly in ways described on pages 121 to 122. Why do I read these things? I don't want to read that. I don't want to read that. I get to the end of it. I have more reasons why I think humans are not indigenous to planet Earth here. I'd rather read that. Everyone liked that the last time I read this. It wasn't really a poem. It's pretty self-explanatory. We are creatures from other planets. We are not indigenous to Earth. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, maybe not actually that far away, there arises a situation. I must speak in multi-dimensional terms. Forgive me if I happen to lapse into obsolete descriptions such as all the word time connotates. these concepts are in I'm getting feedback! What do I do if I'm getting feedback? What do I do?
Back up, back up.
I don't want to have my eardrums blown out. Anyway, I had a really bad day on this day when I was supposed to be giving this oral report. I don't know, some of the people who, now no one here is in this story. I shouldn't tell this story. Anyway, I must speak in multi-dimensional terms. Forgive me if I happen to lapse into obsolete descriptions such as all the word time connotates. These concepts are indeed programmed into the cognitive devices of the organic matrix I have found myself to be inhabiting for quite some time, as they say, never mind which day for now, under which it became necessary for some of us to leave the planet in some form. I earnestly endeavor not to profess knowledge I do not possess at this point or plane in my evolution, i.e. there are a number of possibilities as to what happened exactly, and my biocomputer isn't sufficiently upgraded to be equipped to possess them. And then I listed a lot of things such as the way people are not considerate of the environment and the fact that we have to study about ourselves so that we can just learn what we're supposed to eat, and then even so-called experts don't even agree with each other about what the ideal human diet is about.